way that you're going to see, but the window for the chat thing is being strange. Not necessarily not working, just being strange. I don't know how else to put it. But, you know, whatever. Okay, I gotta wait, and I gotta wait, and then shut up, this thing. Everything wants to do all these updates, and I'm saying, don't do no updates. Did I mute my phone? I did. All right, at least I got that right. Okay, fine. Okay, let me just post. Okay, into Discord. On the off chance anybody actually cares. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I know there's some people who show up, so. I don't know whether people consider this to be spamming, which I don't want it to be, because I don't know. I'm never really clear on, you know, most Discords have a place where you can put promotional links of different things. So I do that, but I never know whether, you know, some of them I'm the only one who ever does. Not the only one, but I do it a lot. So I do worry that, okay, you know, nobody's going to want to see this. But, all right. So it doesn't look like the YouTube chat's working tonight, which is too bad, even though this is saying that it's working. So I don't know if it is working or not. If it's not, sorry. I'm not going to keep fighting these things. I'm really just not. It's either going to work or it isn't. So on that note, I know this is working, so that's a plus. Let's go ahead and roll our opening here. And then we'll see what the social stream thing even shows. I don't know what it's even going to show because this is also acting just strange now. So yeah, it's showing that, and I don't know why it's not showing the right things, even though it's showing that it works on my screen. But it's doing that, and then it's showing that, and it's on, so I don't know what is going on with this thing. Oh, well, at least it found that, so that's a plus. Okay, create the dock. Let's see. I really do not understand why. Is it that? No, see, that's just the YouTube one, which I'll switch that to live, so it's doing that. That's nice. But yeah, why does it not show? This worked last time. Now it's just not working. That's showing... Oh, wait, that might be it. Hold on, is that it? Let's try. Let's see. Test. Oh, yeah, there it is. It didn't show up like that before. So, okay. Hey, it's working. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm just going to shrink all these windows down. Everything seems to be working. I'll turn the multi-stream on. Wait. Okay, yep, there's the... Okay, perfect. All right, it is working. So we're just gonna go ahead and get going here because I don't know what's going on. All right. Well, good evening, everybody. Happy Monday. Oh no, I forgot my water. You know what? That's okay. I'm gonna get up. The nice part about having a wireless mic is I can get up and I can walk into the other room, get my glass of water, and it should work the whole time. Sorry if there's a little bit of background noise because it could be bouncing around on my shirt. Probably is. Okay, here we are. The nice part is you never lost me. Didn't have to worry about the mic fading out or anything. I do love wireless mics. All right, I'm gonna get a quick sip of water here. And let's get to work on our Sun-Ra Cosmonaut, who is near completion. This is nearly done. But I realized I made an error the other day when I was doing some of the shading work. And I inverted some of the shadows. So we do need to fix that because this is supposed to be coming from a low source of light. Therefore, the shadows would be reversed from what I did here. All these are wrong. So if we're going to redo all that, that's okay. Not a big deal. I'm showing you what actually happens. And occasionally, you realize that you did something completely backwards from how you intended to. Nothing wrong with that. Again, the beauty of being able to do things on digital now is these things are so easily fixed compared to what they used to be. So I don't even have to worry about it. But yeah, if the light's coming from the bottom, then the light part is going to be on the bottom, not the top. Or sorry, the dark part is going to be... Oh, no, I had it right. The light part is on the bottom, and the dark part is on the top, which is the reverse of what you would normally have if the light was coming from the front or the top. Shadows would follow, you know, they'd be the opposite of what I'm doing here. But I wasn't thinking about that because I was listening to a podcast when I was doing this on the weekend, and I wasn't really paying attention I was kind of doing the drawing in the background. Wasn't really necessarily paying as much attention as I should have been because the podcast was really good, and you know, that happens. But like I said, with an iPad, digital, it's so easy to fix these things. Whoops. No, we'll just go with the arc I had then. You know, compared to what it used to. Oh boy. All right, I saved that one by dragging the arc. That was way too much angle on that. There we are. So, like I said, not a huge deal. Just one of those things you have to come in and clean up. And that's okay because, you know, clean it up right now. Oh, wow. That's a big brush. Is bigger than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, I was going to do the cyborg skeleton or whatever I did last time that I started. But I thought about it, and I really want to finish this one. I want to get this one done. I have a bad habit of kind of being in between lots of illustrations at once. I think it's pretty common, actually. I think it's a lot of illustrators who are like that, where you... Because it's hard for me to stay on one thing, and I think it's good to actually get away from certain things and come back to them so you have a fresh perspective. But I do tend to let things then take a lot longer to finish than I want to. Because I'll be honest, I like this image. So I want to put it on a shirt and get a shirt of it so I can wear it. So I want to get it done. So yes, my goal now... Okay, ooh, yeah, almost made a huge error there. So my goal is to actually get this thing finished. And it's very close, I think, to where I want it to be. Ooh, I'm gonna need a thin little thing to erase that. There we are. That was a little close. Little closer than I wanted it to be. So, yeah. Yeah, probably going to be about a 45-minute stream this evening. Is my plan. I actually have some things I'm working on separate from this. Just getting some finishing the editing on the third of 4 episodes. A retrospective on the original Star Trek cast films, plus Generations, because there are original cast members in that. But yeah, I'm just at the end of the 3rd part. Each part is 2 films. Part 1 was Star Trek The Motion Picture, or Star Trek 1. Part 2 was Star Trek II The Wrath of Khan. That episode, which was about 4 hours long, came out a week ago Monday. So 1 week ago that came out. So part 1 is out. Part 2 will be out the first Monday of March, which is also the 3rd, interestingly. I don't know how often that happens, where 2 months both have the same day as the same day of the week on the same date. But I know February is a weird month because it's the shortest month, so it's a strange month in many ways. But yeah, so part 2 will be out the first Monday of March, the 3rd. Part 3 is the one I'm just finishing editing now. Each of these parts is about 4 hours. Or actually, wait. I think part 1 is 4 hours. Part 2, I think, is 3.5. That's the shortest one. And then part 3 is 4 again, around there, right about 4 hours. And then Star Trek Generations is 2 hours. We spent 2 hours talking about that movie. So, yeah, we talk about Star Trek for a long time. A long time. Yeah. So, like I said, that's I want to get the... Whoa. That's interesting. Why? Oh, it's an erase stroke. I was going to say, why isn't it showing up? So I do want to get that done and exported because I've been working on it for a while and I really just want to get it done. So I want to get that all trimmed out and done after this stream. I enjoy doing the editing, I really do. But man, it's if you've never done video editing, it's ooh, wow, it's way too big. It's work. It really is. It is work. Like I said, I enjoy doing it. It's editing in some ways is a lot like video editing. I guess any kind of editing is like this. Is a lot like doing an illustration like this. Is the fun part is at the beginning and the end. And the stuff in between can be not frustrating. It's just, you just kind of get to a point. Now I'm like, every one of these edits I've done is like this. I'm at this middle, when I get to the middle part about, I just want to, I'm like, all right, I want to get close to the end now. Because you just feel like you get in this weird space. Because, you know, some people probably really enjoy video editing. And I enjoy parts of it. But then there's other parts that are just very tedious. And nobody does it for me. I do all of our editing stuff. Because I don't have a budget to pay a staff or anything like that. And I'm not a particularly good video editor, I don't think. Outside of the very, very basics, which is, you know, I know certain things to avoid. But I certainly am not anybody who ever really worked as an editor or has any particular, I think, skill at it. But, you know, nobody else is going to do it, so I have to do it. And the thing is, like I said, there's parts that I really enjoy. I get to do little gags here and there. And those have been fun, where I've been putting in like little visual gags and kind of jokes and stuff like that. That's fun. But then there's long stretches that just are not fun. They're just simply not that fun. They have to get done. You have to do them. But they're not exactly the best thing. Which is, you know, I don't know how many people really truly enjoy video editing from beginning to end. I'm sure some people do. I'm sure for some people, and don't get me wrong, I do. There's parts where, you know, if I edit something like a little, like I said, I did a gag in that third episode, which is about Mr. Spock being like an emo kid. And, you know, the gag was funny and fun, and I had fun kind of just doing this very, very simple little, you know, joke image and animation. Like, that was neat. I like doing that. But then there was probably like a 30 to 40 minute stretch where I was just kind of paying attention, making sure that, you know, the flow of the conversation was going back and forth correctly and that there were no obvious visual errors or anything like that. And that stuff was less fun. Because it's more of just, it's like spell checking. And again, I'm sure there are people who like spell checking. And that's great if you do. I envy you. I wish I did. And so a lot of video editing, in my opinion, can become that way. Because, you know, in our stuff, just to be honest about it, we're not doing a lot of really flashy visuals. We don't have a bunch of like animation and stuff happening that makes it interesting for even me to go back and watch it. It's a lot more of just kind of analysis of the movies and talking about what we like and listening to clips and music and stuff like that, which is fun. And, you know, it's really important to me to have that stuff for people who watch these things. I want them to not just be staring at me and my co-host just talking. I don't know how entertaining that is for anybody. So I don't want it to just be too floating. There's shows that do that. And, you know, with some people that are nicer to look at, I'm sure that works very well. But for us, I think Doug and I will both tell you that we don't exactly consider ourselves, you know, I don't know what the modern equivalent of Fabio would be. In my day, it would have been a Fabio type. Very handsome gentleman. We're not train wrecks to look at by any stretch, but it's not like we're pretending we're runway models. And so, like I said, I would imagine people get tired of just looking at our faces after a while, so I want there to be more to that. And so kind of, if I move things around, I try to every so often have something visual to look at that's not just us. And it just takes a lot of work. Not bad. You know, it's not bad. It is a learning experience. I'm kind of getting the rhythm of it down a bit now. Wait, yeah, that's right. And so I'm glad I'm doing it because I do think it is interesting. And, you know, I do want to start to kind of look more at some kind of editing tricks and shortcuts and stuff like that because I know I'm not doing it efficiently. I know that. I don't need anybody to tell me that I'm not really doing it the way there's certain things that I know that you can do that would probably make this process so much easier, and I'm not doing them. I already know that. But my problem is that the minute that I have something, and maybe this is common and maybe it isn't, I don't know. But the minute that I have something that needs to be edited, I don't want to waste any time. I want to get right into it. Even if I'm not doing it properly, I want to be making progress on it because I want to be able to release it. And I think to some degree that's probably not the smartest way to do it. I probably should be looking at how to do certain I mean, I have looked at some stuff. But like I said, I know that there's things I'm doing that a more seasoned, I should say, editor would go, oh, you're doing this all wrong. Why are you doing it like that? You're wasting so much of your own time. You're making this so much harder on yourself. I know that stuff is happening. I am well aware that I'm making those mistakes. But like I said, my thing is I could sit there and I could spend a day watching and learning stuff, but I just want to get to editing, and I want to start getting it done, which is not good. It's not the smartest way to do things. So if I had any advice for anybody, not that I'm somebody who could provide any advice on this stuff, but don't be like me. You know, learn a little bit more about things, and don't be a fool like I am. I do want to look at draped cape. I want to put some kind of, here we go. Yeah, trying to find references for clothing stuff is interesting sometimes, because I want to put some folds in this bit right here. Actually, you know, maybe I don't need to. Maybe I'm overthinking this whole thing, which would not be a surprise if I was. Oh, you know what I need to do? Instead of that, I'm not going to waste my time with this. I think those things look fine. Instead, what I need to do is these pipes or whatever going into nothing, that's not working for me anymore. I don't think I really paid attention to it before, but I see it now, and it's got to get resolved. We've got to fix this. So let's go ahead and put a new piece of line work. Let's get let's see, what size pen do I want to use? No, smaller. Yeah, okay, well, hold on. Let's drop this down to, say, 5 maybe? That's good. All right. Let's turn off, where are the stripes? Are they in here? Oh, yeah, actually, that's good. Turn the background color back on. There we go. Down to the bare basics now. Okay, so let's do this, because these pipes should be going into some kind of ports, and they're currently not, and that's no good for me. So we're going to go ahead and just see what we can... Actually, you know what? That accidentally worked out really well. Oh, I didn't put the... Okay, well, if I didn't put the thing on, then let's do this. Now, you know what? I actually like how that looks. Let's do the assist. I'll just retrace over it. I don't know why I didn't turn the assist on, but I didn't. It's okay. We'll just redraw it. That's not a big deal. Okay, circle around it there. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. And we'll erase that, and that leaves us these two. Ugh, why do I not like the way those look compared to the other one? Hold on. How? I mean, that one... Oh, man, I just got lucky. Let's turn the assist back on. So, yeah, like I said, I know I'm not editing those things correctly. Not the way that people who do it for a living would, but I'm not doing it for a living, I'm doing it for fun too. That's part of it. If I was doing this as work, I would have to learn those kind of more efficient editing techniques, because it would be something on the screen. I got it. That would be costing me money not to do it the right way. But as it is now, it's not costing me anything except time, and it is fun, because rewatching them, I kind of laugh at things or see things that I didn't even realize were funny and that we were doing. So, okay, so those ports are in. So we have to take out the black lines, which are right here. Let's lighten those up. Sorry about the yawning, not intentional. It's not, it never is. It just is how I get on these streams, and I'm not tired. Okay, so I'll have to get rid of some of the yellow. That's okay. This, that around. There we are. So now our ports are lit, or not lit, but they're not filled in anymore with the black stuff. There we are. We'll make those a different color. We'll probably make them a... Ooh, I don't know. I guess like the yellow, maybe? Yellow like the other part is there? Something like that? Yeah, that makes sense. I gotta get rid of that yellow, though. Okay, let's start with this. Clean that up. And clean that up. Okay. Oh, good. Oh, no, I didn't. I forgot I turned the mirroring off. I thought I did. First, I thought I had left it on, but I didn't. Which is fine. I don't know. Now those ports don't look right to me. Yeah, now they don't look right. Yeah, no, they don't look right. Okay, hold on. It's okay. I just gotta redo them. Hold on. There. Okay. Now, this is empty. Yes. Let's turn this back on. So let's turn our assist back on. Now let me think about this. This I gotta figure out. It's almost like it's gonna be something like that. Maybe it's because I'm rounding it too much. Maybe it shouldn't be as rounded as I think it should. Hold on. Okay. One thing that really bugs me is how it does that blip at the bottom. Okay, that didn't do it, so that's good. Well, that looks better. You know what? Let me look at a picture here. Let me look at a reference point for something. So what would this be? It would be like tubing going into port. Okay. Let me see what that gets me. No, okay. Well, some of these are. Okay, yeah, I'm getting a lot of. Okay. I'm getting a lot of, like, I shouldn't use the word port. I should use the word, like, pipe. How about rounded pipe? Well, okay. I'm getting a lot of cross sections. The problem is, I don't know how to describe what this is. It's like, what is it like? You know what? Let me look up scuba gear. It's kind of like, let me look scuba gear up. I'll bet you there's something that looks sort of like this. Okay, yes, there is. Hold on. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Hold on, diving equipment. Okay, okay. There's a tube. There's a tube. There is one going in there, but if the angle's wrong, okay. I'm getting there though. These are the image. These are the types of images I'm looking for. So I just want to see what the angle is on some of these fittings. No. Okay, let's see. Wow, that's a lot of gear. Look at all the stuff that person's wearing. Oh, the weight. The weight of that looks. Ooh, here we go. I found one. All right, it's kind of what I thought it was. All right, so I wasn't actually that far off. It's more rounded than I expected. Okay, well, I'm gonna go by that. So based on that, it's kind of just like I was kind of right that it should be relatively like this. But rounder. Hold on. Maybe I just need to do an ellipse and see what it looks like. It doesn't want to do a circle. It's too much of an ellipse. That's the trick, is to make it actually want to be. Nope, it just wants to be an ellipse. It doesn't want to be a circle. Okay, so I need more of a circular angle to it. Let's see if that does it. There we go. Okay. That's, well, actually, hold on. It's basically more or less that. All right. But see, now it's uneven on the other side. So what I got to do is, ironically, I have to do this and do a flip. Did I flip it? I did. Okay. And then, okay, hold on. This is the problem with stuff like this. There we go. Okay. Now let's turn that layer back on and let's get this situated where it needs to be. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Okay, so it should be basically, yeah, like that. Okay. Turn this assist off. And there we go. And there we are. Okay. So now we can go ahead and merge those layers. Now they're probably not going to be exactly even, but I'm prepared to put up with that. That's okay. These are not on assist. Good, they're not. Okay. Should go on smaller thing. Oh, man. Whew. Why I yawn on these streams? I always do, though. Somehow, I always... Oh. Ah. Okay. Oh, you know what? I inadvertently solved my problem. I didn't realize I did, but by erasing those things, I basically figured out where this is supposed to sit. Yeah, I didn't... Hold on. Hold on. Whoa, 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 why is it... Oh, I know why. Then I'll go back. But I have to turn this back on. Hold on. And then go to this one. Now I need to go back to painting. Okay. Yeah, these are the traps I set for myself. They really are. Get rid of that. Okay, now. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's... Where's the bigger part of this? That's probably it. Oh, no, I was good. Okay. I do want that, but... Now, hold on. Let's see. Where's the bigger part? Yeah, that might be right. I think that is actually right. Okay, good. So now, what I need to do is... I'm curious if this will work. Yeah, you know what? That'll work. That's fine. Just erase this. Oh, ooh, not that size though. Do this one. Be a little bit more. There we go. That gives that a little depth. See that? Gives a little bit of three-dimensionality. Then we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do the same thing right here, more or less. Yeah, it looks. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Hold on, I'm just seeing where this sits. No, it wouldn't be like that. Hold on. Oop, that might be it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. Shave that off. Shave that off. And that. And there we go. Now we have our port plugs, or whatever you want to call them. Merge down, merge down, merge down, and there we are. Now we have to do the same thing we did before, which is to erase the parts of the black stripes that are intersecting, so that we have a little bit of, you know, a little clearance here. And we'll have to redo the yellow stuff. That's okay, though. Or erase the yellow. Like I said, not a big deal. Just something that will need to get done. Oh, I see that yellow bled into the... Oh, well, you won't see it, though, because it's black, so you won't see that. So if I max the blacks back out, now you don't see the yellows there. Let's do these. This here. Let's erase that. Can't tell if that other yellow is there or not. Boy, it's hard to see. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, erase that. Thank you very much. Jump over here. Let's erase that. Oh, I didn't get the black part over here. Hold on. I missed it. I was so busy looking at the other one, I didn't get to this one. Till just now. Okay. Whoa, whoa, too much. Too much. And I did get that, so I just missed this one little bit here. Alright, let's go ahead and erase that. And since I can see it, I might as well just erase these. I can tell they're there. It's only going to bug me if I don't get it, so might as well just do it. Just go ahead and... There we go. Alright, let's max the blacks back out. Done. But now the ports are there, and the ports we're going to make the color of the... Ooh, interesting question. You know what? You know what? I'm going to make them... Let me just see. I'm curious. Is this color... Hold on. The same as this color? Yes. Okay, yeah, we're going to make it that color. So those colors are here, I think. Let me make sure. Did I sample the right color? Whoa. Oh, it's the background color. Yeah, I was going to say. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So I'm on the right layer? No, I'm not. Now I turned it off. Back on, please. Thank you. Okay. Oh, got it. I have to erase this. I have to erase this to expose that layer, which I probably should have figured out because it's over the, whatever you want to call this kind of coppery color, is a layer that exists on top of the off-white layer I'm trying to access. So see, you couldn't see that a second ago. I'm going to have to do the same thing right here, so I might as well just go ahead and do it. Because the layer hierarchy would have blocked it. Well, it was blocking it. That's why I didn't see it at first. And there we go. Oh, not too much. There we go. Very easy to go too far. I mean, on the plus side, nobody would probably see it at this scale, so it really wouldn't matter. But I know it's there. One of those things. I don't, some people would just leave it and wouldn't care because they would correctly recognize that most people wouldn't see it. I'm not going to be critical of that. If that's what you choose to do, you can absolutely do that. I knowing that I did that would bug me. So, just like I saw that little tiny little bit right there that was still there. But if you don't, that's fine. You don't have to do that. Oh, good. Wow, I shouldn't say this out loud. It's like jinxing it, but this has been the reflector connection has been very stable this evening. Very stable. So I don't think it was an update or anything. But that's a positive. I'm not complaining. Okay. Oh no, I did it on the wrong layer. Now I have to check to see if I did this on the wrong layer, because I probably did. I didn't. Hey, all right. It's about time I managed to keep track of a layer correctly. Hooray for me. I do have to get rid of, I can see that little bit of the other layer that I did not erase completely. Take care of that in 2 seconds. Just as soon as okay, let's see. Let's go to this and let's get rid of that. I think I did the rest okay. Yeah. So now we will take the darkened part of that, which is this, and we'll do this area here. Okay, well, I need the smaller pen. Okay. And we'll just color this in here. There we are. Very nice. And we'll do a little bit of the coloration in here. Very nice. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense to me than the tubes or whatever these things are just going into the chest piece with nothing. That just did not look right to me. So I'm glad I just did these kind of port whatevers, attachments, whatever you want to call them. Just look better to me. Shading looks good now that it's inverted the correct way. You know what I'm going to do now that I look at it? I'm going to attempt something here. Yeah, this will be interesting. This may look terrible, but we're going to try it. So on the actual halo here, go to this layer. Actually, I'm going to go up. I'm going to make this a drawing assist. Okay. I've got the dark thing. So what I want to try to do is like a... Oh, not with that brush, though. All right, hold on. This may not work at all. May look like junk. Okay. That's what I was afraid of. I didn't arc it enough. Hold on. We need it to look rounded. See, and that's the trick. Okay, that's pretty good. that the arc is correct. It's too low, but I can just move it up. Because I don't want it to be a huge thing. I just want it to be kind of... Oh, no. Stay centered, though. Come on. Hold on. Okay, there it is. Now, give me the line back. There it is. Perfect. Okay, that's it. All right, now. I'll, of course, fix that in a second. All right. Yeah. I want to get this laid in. Okay. Yes, I will have to do those white lines as well. We'll have to get darkened. And that's easy. Oh, actually. Yeah, they will. But I know how I'm going to do that. That'll be easier. Much easier than this. Much easier than this was. Okay. Let's go ahead and clean these edges up. Right. Just trying to add little... I mean, this is pretty much done, I think. I really feel like I'm pretty much at the end of this, which is good. I want to be done with it, so not because I don't like doing it, because I want it to be done. Oh, hey, Timber Dragon, how you doing? I don't know why the thing didn't beep. Normally I get a beep. Oh, because the sound is off. That's okay, though. I can turn the sound back on. There we go. Now I should hear it. Well, happy Monday. Thank you for stopping by. I know it's late, so I appreciate you coming by. And, yeah, hope you're having a good day. Or evening, I guess. Or day and evening. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be both. There we go. Yes. Yes. That looks good. And let me turn the assist off. Let me turn the... Yeah, now what I'm going to do is... Where are those white lines? No, I think they have their own layer. Is that it? That is it. So the trick is... Duplicate that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and kick the brightness down on those by that. I'm going to suck the saturation down quite a bit as well, 35. And now this is the tough part. There's the sound. Oh man, everybody's sick. Everybody's sick right now. Let me make sure I do that a little bit. I'll finish this in 2 seconds. What I'm saying. So my wife got the flu last weekend, right? Last weekend. Yeah, not the last couple days. No, sorry, 2 weekends back. So not this last Saturday, Sunday, but the one before. She was in bed for 2 days, and my wife does not lay around in bed for 2 days. She does not. I mean, it hit her hard. So I was sitting there going, okay, well, I'm next. Here it comes, and fine. There's nothing. I didn't bother, trying to stay away from her or anything like that. I figure if I'm going to get sick, I'm going to get sick. Just how it is. But really, I did not. And I honestly think it's because I got the flu shot. And my wife did not. She did not get a flu shot this year. She meant to, and then it just like stuff kept coming up, kept coming up. And she didn't get it. And so... I want to look at something really quick. Sorry. Yeah, good. Yeah. Now it's not actually 92 layers the way that says. I can tell you how much it is. Let's take a look. It counts them even if you delete them. So currently I am at 79 of 90. So yes, I do use a lot of layers because I like to be able to fix mistakes if I realize, 20 layers on that I screwed something up. I like to have an easy way to get back to it. But yeah, I after she got sick, I just kept waiting to see. And there were 2 days. I didn't like the way that looked. I think there were 2 days where I was sneezing a lot and my nose was running quite a bit. And that was it. And I really, really do believe it's because I got the flu shot. I think that I actually did get sick, but I think the flu shot bailed me out. And you know what? Seeing how sick she was, I am really glad I got it because it looked miserable. So, hold on. There's a piece of dust or something right here. There we go. So I am really happy I got it. Everybody makes their own decisions. You don't want to get it, don't get it. I'm not sitting here saying you need to get a flu. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm glad I got it. So, no, it doesn't. It does not make you immune. What it does is it makes it a lot less severe. So I'm sure I had the exact same thing my wife did, but because I had the flu shot, it didn't hit me as hard. It does not make you immune. It will make it, in a normal situation, understanding that I'm in the same house as my wife. We didn't sleep in different rooms. She was going to sleep. I don't do any of that stuff. I mean, if I'm going to get sick, I'm going to get sick. So I don't like that idea. So she was going to sleep in the other room. I'm like, don't sleep in the other room. Just stay here, whatever. But what it does is it makes it far less of a hit when you get it. And so where she was literally in bed for all of Saturday, she could not really, she didn't have the energy to get up. And half of Sunday, she didn't eat anything all day Saturday. She was sweating and then cold and sweating and all that. I didn't get anything except for sneezing a lot for a couple days and a runny nose. And I think one day I kind of felt like foggy-headed a little bit, but I'm telling you, barely anything compared to what she had. That's what it does. So no, it does not make you immune. It does, if you're not in the same room as the person who's sick, it can make it tougher for you to get it. So it does have some ability to shield you, but not if you're in the same house. No, that's next to impossible. But I'll tell you what, I'm happy it didn't hit me the way it hit her, because she had a rough couple days. So just for that, I'm good. I was glad I made that decision. And honestly, I've just been lucky. I'll freely admit that. I've never had a bad reaction to the flu shot either. Some people have a couple days where they feel pretty lousy, like they've got the flu. I've never had that. It's always been COVID shot too. I never felt bad. Not the way some people did. Because I know some people, the first time I got the, whatever you want to call it, the first round of COVID shots, then those couple days, my wife and I both felt pretty run down, you know. But after that, nah. And the flu shot's never done that to me. I've never had a really bad reaction to it. I've never felt sick or anything like that. It doesn't, some people do. I'm not saying that's everybody's experience. I know some people do. But I've been really lucky. It has never been that bad for me. So that's why I keep getting it, because it seems to work. Based on my experience, it seems to work. And it hasn't really ever never knocked me around too badly. So like I said, I've been lucky. But I'm really, really glad I got it, because oh boy. Like I said, my wife is very active. And she didn't go to the gym for like a week. And that's very unusual for my wife to not go to the gym for that long. So, yeah. And she did tell me now she wished she'd got it. So, yeah, some people do. My uncle had the thing where after he got a shot for about half a day, like half his face, there's a word for it. It's like a facial, temporary facial paralysis, where like half his face kind of sagged a bit. It can happen, and it went away. It went away after, I think it was about half a day. So at first we didn't know what was going on. So he went to like the emergency room and they checked him out. They said, no, this can happen with shots. And I don't remember if it was the COVID shot or a flu shot. And it only happened to him once. For some reason, that particular one did it. Outside of that, he's never had a problem. So, like I said, it's everybody reacts differently. Everybody's body chemistry is different. So, no matter how much they think, okay, some people do have really, really serious reactions to things. And it's just how it is sometimes. It's unfortunate, but it does happen that way. I'm going to push that down to maybe like 50%. I don't want, maybe I'll do 65. 65, I think is good. Yeah, I like that. There we go. All right, Timmy Dragon, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. I'm just wrapping up anyway, so you're not going to miss much. Because really, at this point, I think this is done. I think this is where Okay, except for one thing which I just noticed. No, you know what? No, this is done. No, I've got it. I've got it where I want it. I think I'm going to stop right here. I feel like if I do any more, I'm going to start overworking it. So I think I'm calling this done. I really do. I think this is going to look good. It's done enough without being overdone. So I think I am happy with where this is. Yeah. You know what? I'm calling this one finished. I'm not going to give him... I'm going to leave the eyes as just red. I kind of like them like that, so I'm going to leave them like that. I think they look good. So yeah, this is done. I'm calling this one finished, everybody. So on that note, and 46 minutes, which is exactly where I was going to be, I'm going to go ahead and say this is finished. So thank you for being here for me to finish that. Let's go ahead and pop that. There we are. And yeah, so I'm going to basically export this out. Not now, but tomorrow I'll export this out. And I will put it on a shirt shortly thereafter. But it is done, which I am very, very happy about because I don't often get to finish the ones on the stream, but that one is done. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to stream again this week. I've been basically doing one stream a week because it's worked out better, just the way timing has been. Last few weeks there's just been a lot of stuff going on, so I don't know if there's going to be another stream this week or not, but in any event, thank you for being here for this one. And as I always say, go find somebody else who's doing something creative and do something creative yourself if you can and you want to. If not, go be creative through somebody else's creations. There's nothing wrong with that either. So yeah, thank you for being here. Go find a creator that you enjoy of any type, whether it's somebody who makes videos, somebody who does music, artwork, whatever it is. Go find somebody who is in need of some help, because there's a lot of artists out there who are struggling. It's not a great time for creators with AI stuff and just general things. There's a lot of creators who could use a little bit of extra help. I'm fine, so I'm not talking about me. I'm doing fine. But yeah, go find somebody who's a creator that you enjoy and seems like they need a little help. And whether it's just being kind and saying something nice about their work, or if you can put a couple bucks their way, or you can share what they're doing or boost what they're doing to others who might be able to kind of help them grow an audience and get more people following them. Do what you can. I'm not saying it has to be money, because not everybody has money to be able to spare, but it doesn't always have to be money. People seem to jump to that, and it's not always the case. There are people, I mean, look, everybody needs, unfortunately, we're in a world where money is how you survive, which is not the greatest thing in the world. But for some people, it's not as much about money, but if they can get people that are seeing their work, and it gets them, somebody to hire them for something, or if it just gets, a little bit of positive reward where somebody says, oh, I like your work, or I just found your stuff and it looks really nice and I really like it. All that stuff helps people. So in any way that you can, try to help people out, and especially creators, people who we follow. It is so easy. And I'm not saying this is a criticism. I don't want anybody to feel bad, because I don't. I do the same thing, so it's not like I'm pretending I'm any better. It's so easy to not appreciate the work that people do because you get used to it. Somebody's doing something for a while and you find their channel, or you find their streams and you're watching and you're, oh, this is great, great. And you just kind of get used to it being there. And you never know what's going on behind the scenes. There are people who, there's one individual, I won't name any names or anything, but there's a person that I've really enjoyed their videos over the years, and they haven't made a video in a long while. And I just think it's because they're, they have to work so much, because I think their work it's like slowed down or something. I don't know. I'm not asking. I'm not trying to get anybody's business, but I've seen a lot less out of this person, and I know it's not because they don't want to be doing it. So I have a feeling it's something where they have to work a lot of hours and they just don't have the free time, or they're too tired. And I think there's a lot of that around. So anything you can do to help people, try to do it. It's every little bit counts. And it doesn't always have to be money. It can just be saying, hey, I really like your work and I hope you're doing well. Just that simple thing. A nice positive comment, or like I said, resharing or boosting people's stuff. All that stuff can be helpful. So whatever you can do, because those, creators, it's not always easy for them. So if you enjoy what they do and you want them to keep doing it, then try to support them however you can. Anyway, I've said this now to death. So thank you for being here. This is support for me. It's just people coming by and seeing my stuff. So that's enough for me. I'm fine. But on that note, thank you very much for being here. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this. It might not be live. You might be watching it later. And thanks for hanging out for a little bit and watching me doodle and ramble about. And until the next stream, thanks for being here and take care.